Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of CampusCare EdTalks. EdTalks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the day is how to approach students dealing with anxiety. And to express her viewpoints on the same, we have with us Miss Kala Mohan Ma'am, Senior Academic Advisor, CBSE School, Counseling Psychologist, ex-principal of CBSE Schools. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for being here. It's a pleasure to have you here on this board.
It's my pleasure too.
So, ma'am, let's start off with the session, shall we?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, ma'am, firstly, when we talk about the students dealing with anxiety, so how do you identify the students that how do you know that this particular student might have anxiety?
I think it's not very big rocket science to find out. First of all, I think this is the platform where even I could address the students also to know more about the signs and symptoms of anxiety, breathlessness, sweating in our palms, and thinking a lot. Unnecessarily, we think a lot. Nowadays, people have started calling it overthinking. We play with a lot of words, but there are typical signs and symptoms of anxiety, which is visible. Physical conditions, it's visible that we are not able to breathe properly. Breathlessness is there, that we are not taking proper sleep. So these are certain initial signs and symptoms of anxiety that yes, we do have some anxiety. Anxiety is a state of mind when we think a lot about not exactly the present, future. Kya hoga? What's going to happen? So I'm having anxiety for my future. So anxiety is directly related to the future course of action. I'm worried about my future, so I'm having anxiety for that. Hmm.
Absolutely, ma'am. I think anxiety is all about what's going to happen. What's negative is going to happen next. You're constantly worrying about that only.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
So, ma'am, moving forward, how to calm a student who has anxiety once we find out that this particular student has anxiety. So, how do you, calm them down? What are the things you say?
I think the if we'll only confine to the classroom situation or a school ecosystem, then when in the morning assembly, when we stand and we just observe the entire class, seeing their body language, it is easy for us to find out. I'll not say only anxiety, but yes, there are certain, certain neurochemical, you can say the reactions the body is feeling. The child may not looking into your eyes. Child
Yeah.
is almost, you can say, lost. And child might be telling you that yesterday I couldn't sleep properly. मुझे भूख नहीं लग रही है, I have not eaten. I don't enjoy all my daily chores and so these are certain things. Now teachers, when they come to know, first of all is the identification of it. It is not that easy that the teacher can, because a school system, the teacher is more worried about getting inside the class, completing the syllabus and coming out of it. As far as the younger kids are concerned, they are hardly worried about their future. These all things can start right from your when the child understands that, oh, my career, my body, my structure. Then there are a lot of past experiences of mine when I started now giving meaning to it. So this is all the causes of the anxiety when the child is. It's not only exam that is worried. He's also worried about one pimple. One dimple is also one scar, and my height is, my body is fat. So these are also some of the reasons. Now teachers, what can now teachers do? Teachers can hardly getting time to interact with the children, but peer can help the child out very nicely. A peer can identify it. Okay, my friend is looking lost, my friend is facing certain problems. He can inform the teacher that these are the things my child, my friend is going through. So, ma'am, can you please help the child out? And teachers no need to know the psychology. A teacher is the one who is empathetic in nature, who understands and could give a nice ear to hear. सुनना चाहिए, समझना चाहिए, बच्चों की बात को समझना चाहिए. A good hearing, good listening is half done. कोई सुन रहा है ना, somebody is there to listen to me. So teacher is not here to give any kind of therapy, but yes, teacher can become a good listener, can find out the reasons, can console the child that come on, this is the life for you to enjoy. It's your life. It's a student life. And think more about the present, now and here. It's your class. We have recreation clubs. We have sports period. We are preparing for Independence Day. Now very soon we'll have Children's Day. And too many things are there in the life to enjoy instead of worrying about the future. So teacher can redirect the thought pattern. It's all सोच, हमारी सोच कैसी है ना. What are, I always say, विचार बीज, आपके जो seeds of your thought, so where to catch hold of it. The moment you get a thought about your future, about your body, about your career, friends, your acceptance, your peer pressure, बच्चे बात नहीं करते, children are forming groups, they are not allowing them to be part of. So there are not many reasons. So teacher's role, I personally feel, is to listen to them. Go now, you cannot touch them. So too many things are there. Otherwise, during my own days, I always feel touch is the best heal. हम तो बहुत ऐसे झप्पियां लेके अपने बच्चों को बहुत कुछ प्यार कर सक पाते थे. But today the scenes have been changed. So I'll not say that you'll have to go and but then with your eyes you can communicate to the child that I am with you. Need not worry. This 3 sentences, 4 word sentences, very important. I'm there. I'm with you. Come on, speak to me. I'll listen to you. Come on. If you're not able to speak, write and give it to me. ऐसे बहुत सारे positive words teachers can give it to their children, and then children will think, oh, there is someone who is listening to me. I can share. Only thing that the child is always little skeptical. Will she tell to others? क्योंकि थोड़ा डर रहता है. Will this secret of my state of mind will become, the talk of the town? So the teacher can reassure the child that, come on, this is between you and me. Let's go aside and can discuss it out. Let's talk about it. So that is what a teacher can initially do.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was a very beautifully explained by you. Of course, words help a lot, students or anybody dealing with anxiety or any
Yeah.
kind of mental, issues. So moving forward, you just mentioned that, kids studying with the kids, who are dealing with anxiety can help them better than the teachers or anybody. So how to introduce new ways to deal with the students who are dealing with anxiety already?
See, we first of all we need to understand, is it a disorder or it's only because anxiety is again कैसे feel कर रहे हैं आप. Continuously, if a child is haunting and getting to the past life and then thinking about, once this happened, there are a lot of case studies which I can discuss it out. But I personally feel that the best way to deal or to cope up with it is the proper diet, proper exercises, and taking long breaks and going for the breathing exercises, reading good books, listening to nice music, and again telling to yourself, what suggestion you give to yourself is very important. If I'm suggesting to my own self that all negative, मेरा ये नहीं हो सकता, वो नहीं हो सकता, all negations, no, I'm not able to do this, I'm not able to do that, I cannot do this. So पूरे आपके जो affirmations है, आप जो अपने आप से बात कर रहे हैं, वो बहुत negative है. So the very first thing, class 7th, 8th, 9th children, we can tell them to write positive affirmations. I'm beautiful, I'm smart, everything in present tense, So now and here, everything in present tense. I'm good, I'm doing better, and I have a lot of friends, I have parents, all gratitude kind of words. So that worth of your life will come back to you. That yes, you're worth for too many things. So this is one way. Then second is many schools have now started mindfulness exercises. It's very nice. Mindfulness exercises means again now and here. खाना खाते वक्त भी हम माइंडफुल रहना चाहिए. हम तो टीवी मोबाइल को एक हाथ से स्क्रॉल करते, दूसरे हाथ से खाते हैं, पता नहीं क्या मल्टीटास्किंग करते हैं. तो आप तो left side में is mobile where you're scrolling up and you're
Thank you.
exploring and exposing yourself to various kinds of new, social media is not providing you all good things. Sometimes we fall prey to all those things. Our own issues are not less that we are buying, purchasing some more to make our own self very miserable. So that is why mindfulness is something like sit out, then just browse through the beauty of nature. हमारे बच्चों ने कितने दिन हो गए होंगे, कोविड में भी हमारे बच्चे बाहर निकल के शांत में बर्ड्स की आवाज नहीं सुन रहे थे. वो तो घर में बैठ के बस ये कुछ सीख लिया है, क्या करते हैं मुझे आज तक नहीं समझ में आया, कि दोनों हाथ से चलाते हैं, फिर कुछ ऐसे गेम्स खेलते हैं विच इज वेरी डिस्ट्रक्टिव इन नेचर. तो वो सब चीजें तो आपकी एंजाइटी को बढ़ाएगी, आपकी एंजाइटी को कम कर सकती है. टू लोवर द एंजाइटी ऑफ योर्स, इट्स ऑलवेज गुड to talk to the elders at home. Suppose your grandparents are there, give a call to them, talk to them, find out about themselves, ask them some narratives, उनके बचपन की कुछ बातें, childhood day stories. दादा से सुन सकते हैं, नाना से सुन सकते हैं, बताओ आपको कब पनिशमेंट मिली थी, या दादा खुद भी एक सपोर्टिंग सिस्टम. फैमिली सिस्टम इज ऑल्सो ग्रेट सपोर्ट सिस्टम फॉर चाइल्ड हु इज अंडरगोइंग दिस फेज ऑफ एंग्जाइटी. And another thing the child can do, as I said, can sit out, can watch every day the nature is talking to you. Every day a new leaf, a new flower, new bird is coming to your courtyard or to your garden side. So these are certain things where we need to tell the children to appreciate the beauty of nature, to appreciate the presence of the beloved ones in their life, to appreciate the good school, good teachers. What happens? The anxiety is the result of I am good for nothing. There's nothing for me. What will I do in my future? Nobody likes me. So ये कुछ बातें हैं. These are certain talk. So I say that what you talk to yourself is actually building your personality. What you talk to yourself. So your narratives, your talk, your words which you talk to yourself is actually giving shape to your personality and forming a concept of yours. A concept of yours means your self-concept. Your positive self-concept will definitely build a positive personality. So these are certain things where the child can cope up. Coping strategies will differ from person to person. So what do they like? So here they can also take the professional help of a counselor, and instead of going directly to the psychiatrist. This is also a very important thing to understand here at this point of time, where to go. First of all, your parents. If you are seeing that your parents, because nowadays even the working parents hardly get time to look into the eyes of their own kids, what's going on in their life. Okay. And then your teacher. And if there also you feel that no, the kind of help which I'm looking for is not, I've not received here, then a professional counselor, where if it is not converted into a disorder, then counseling is a good, where the child will be given some techniques and tools, and 2-3 sitting with counselor. It's up to us, actually. It's up to that particular individual. Anxiety is the word, then later on people start converting the same word into big words like depression हो रहा है, पता नहीं बहुत भारी भारी जुमले भी, words, heavy words. People have started using it. But when we were young, we were not using it. We were not even knowing about it. So coping strategies are there. Sit in the close vicinity of nature, appreciate, and that sense of gratitude for everything.
Absolutely, ma'am. So, moving forward, ma'am, how to, the teachers, how can they deal with the students dealing with any general mental health issue, let it be anxiety and as you just mentioned, depression or
Lot of things. See, when we say mental health, it's a very comprehensive, you can say two words, mental health. Now, post COVID, we at least started giving little importance to it when we have seen that the people they were physically very strong, they were going to the gym, doing exercises, taking nice meal, but they succumbed to the COVID and certain things. A lot of celebrities, they find that they have succumbed to certain things where their physical build was very nice, but then their mental build or their mental health, or they have not hardly given any importance to this faculty, which is equally important. So we can organize certain talks in the school. We can invite the people who are working in the sector of mental health. Let us sensitize the children, let us sensitize the parents, call them, make them understand, because awareness is not there. Earlier days, so we used to say that ki man changa to katrauti mein Ganga, something like that. So man changa, we used to say that. Now we hardly bother about that. There is something called man also. Man kya hai? Although it is very abstract, but man hai kuch. There is something which is my inner conscious, my subconscious. You can give them, you can give any name to it, but mental health is very important. If you are mentally sound, you can fight even your physical ailments. I always tell my friends, those who are having some biological up down of their blood pressure, diabetes, or nowadays juvenile diabetic cases are increasing. Like बच्चों को भी आजकल डायबिटीज हो रही है, बच्चों के भी स्ट्रेस लेवल बहुत बढ़ रहे हैं. So I used to tell them that what your mind speaks, your body does. So mind speaks to your body. So Jesse, if just I'll give you one example. I'm sitting here. If I just started telling, my head is aching, I think my head is aching. Abhi to, but if I 5 or 6 or 10 times I keep on saying my head is aching, believe me, it will start aching, because there is a subconscious brain which is recording everything, whether it is known to you, it is not known to you. So mental health is not something which very few, by few questions or something, but yes, schools, home, a pleasant home environment, environment where it is positive environment, where there is no fight between the family members. The dining table is the place where the entire family members are talking to each other. Then there is a possibility of taking care of the mental health, because talking बंद हो गया ना. Who is talking to whom?
yeah.
संवाद नहीं हो रहे हैं घर में, बातें नहीं होती है घर में. हाँ, बात होती है. अच्छा, आ गए स्कूल से? Okay, you have come back from the school, take something, I have cooked, go to your room, study. Okay, do you want anything from me? So these are the 5-6 sentences which the parents are talking to their children. Rather, they'll have to see that how is your child. Morning he was very happy, but when he's coming back, he's looking little dull. So the facial expression, your this area is the reflection of your mind, especially these two eyes. ये सब शिकायत करते रहते हैं. ये आपकी दो आंखें है ना, ये बहुत पूरी बात आपको बता देगी, पर आप आंखों में झांक कर तो देखो. हमारे पास टाइम नहीं. बच्चे आंख चुराते हैं. अगर उनको कुछ भी, if they have any issues, they will definitely not sit in front of you. They'll just भागने की कोशिश करेंगे. So you need to bring them back to you. Parents can touch their children. Parents can give a tight hug. Parents can say a lot of things. Now, teachers can even organize some parenting seminars in schools to make them understand the importance of mental health, and can give them these, you can say, red flag signs or signals where they should be. It is an alarming sign for the parent to see to their child. नहा नहीं रहे, खा नहीं रहे, सो नहीं रहे, साथ में नहीं बैठ रहे. So these are the initial signs of children enjoy नहीं कर रहे, सब हंस रहे हैं, वो चुप बैठा है, looking at one place continuously, not blinking their eyes, या तो खूब खा रहे हैं या बिल्कुल नहीं खा रहे हैं. Anything which is not normal and deviant from the normal is a sign of, you can say, a kind of alert sign for parents and teachers. If a particular child is abstaining from the class continuously, it's the duty of the school people to give a call to the child or to the parents. What is the reason of abstaining from the school? So this belongingness, this is very important to make the child understand about the mental health. And as I said, awareness programs. 10th October, the World Mental Health Day. It can be commemorated in the school, organizing the slogans, posters, discussions, calling the psychiatrist, psychologists, counselors. There are two different variety of people. Psychiatrist is the one who give medicines. Initial years, initial signs and symptoms, one should not take child directly to the psychiatrist. They should first go to the psychologist and to the counselor. And if this is again is very important in the mental health, to from this forum, I would love to share it to the parents and to the students and to the teachers, that initially catch hold of it and then take them, nip of the bud, take them to initially to these two people. And if they say, if they refer you to the psychiatrist, then only you go to the psychiatrist. That will be a very later stage. But at a very, very, very early stage, if proper intervention is given to the child, we can together bring the child to the mainstream.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a very wonderful and educational session with you. I hope you too did enjoy it.
Yeah. Of course, of course, of course. And all my best wishes to the children. And through you, they can even, if they want, they can drop some questions and we can answer them in the your channel.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, again for being here. It was wonderful having you here.
My pleasure too.
Thank you, ma'am. And for all the viewers watching us out, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day. Take care.
Thank you.